I have a natural taming ability of animals. You should see me at the park with the squirrels. I should take you guys out there one day. That squirrel that had the water, you didn't see it, but I pet that squirrel. I fed that squirrel water like 8 times. And at one point, I took my little finger, like he was like eating out of my water bottle. He was like this, and I went
on his soft little head.
Hey, Future Frost here. I just wanted to add like a morsel of context to why I feed the squirrels, because I know a lot of people that are animal rights activists or just know anything about animals is that you shouldn't be feeding wildlife because then it makes them dependent on you. And I agree with that. If I didn't live in a city where I see squirrels dumpster diving and eating McDonald's wrappers off of the ground, I feel like these squirrels are already dependent on human food, and so I am not adding to any of the pain of it, and instead I'm feeding them things that I've looked up the ingredients of to make sure that they are all edible and not overly unnutritious for them. I feed them these little duck treats that I feed my dog, and they're like these long sticks so that I can hand it to him from far away, so I'm not actually interacting or worried about getting bit or anything like that. Occasionally I've gotten like nicked by their paws, but again, I've asked my partner if that is a bad thing that I should look out for, and she's like, nah, not really. I understand if you disagree with it even after that, but I just wanted to offer my explanation of why. If I lived in a normal suburban place or near a forest or something, I probably wouldn't be engaging in this type of behavior, but I like animals. If I can justify in my head why I'm allowed to feed them, I'm gonna feed them. So that's my justification. That's my excuse. So go back to the video. Squirrel bending type shit. My toxic trait is to think that I can tame anything. It's genuinely
I
true
get
though.
Why they like you. It's less intimidating to see someone their own size.
That's me with cats. See, I think that cats are the one that I can't tame. I think I can tame big cats. Small cats, those guys are unpredictable. You can never tame them. Do you do the thing where you can call all the squirrels over to you by waving your arm? Shit is weirdly effective. I've never seen that. No, you just do the universal animal communication noise. That's what you're messing with cats. Their noise is pss, 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 pss. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Pss, pss, pss. Does not work as much as with cats. I'm gonna say it. Works so much better than pss, 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 pss.
Hold on, squirrel bros. Some giant creature is waving its arms around and making strange noises at us. I gotta check this shit out.
Dude, no, when you're walking through the park and you're making that noise, like, you have to look behind you. Like, I had one yesterday when I was walking home from the gym. I was feeding one in front of me, and there was a second one coming, so I was staying squatted as it was, like, hopping over. And one of the motherfuckers grabbed my foot. He grabbed the back of my foot. I was just squatting down, and the squirrel came up and grabbed the back of my foot and tried to bite my shoe. Do you think you could tame a moose? Yeah. Like I said, my toxic trait is thinking that I can tame almost every animal. So yes, I do think that I can tame a moose. Not necessarily like tame, right? Like, it's still wild, but I think that I could be chill with a moose in the wild. I don't think that I could get it to like come into my house and sleep in my bed and like whatever. Thoughts on this on crows? We've started feeding crows in the backyard. City crows are fucked up though, man. We started putting out like almonds and pumpkin seeds and like different things that like crows are supposed to eat, because we have a bird bath and they liked our bird bath, but then they wouldn't eat the almonds, they wouldn't eat that. And then one night I was pan-searing chicken and I forgot to put spices on it. All it had was salt and I forgot to put spices on it. And I was like, oh, this shit's kind of ass. And so I was eating some of it and I was eating it outside, and a crow landed and I threw some of it and it really wanted that. And I was like, oh shit, these are fucking city crows. They want good shit. They do not want the fucking bird feed that a suburban crow would take. Do you think you could tame a rhino? Like I said, I don't think I'm taming things. I think that I can get along with them. I think that I get along. Like, I think that I could get along with a moose. Like, I think I could live in the wild with a moose. But the problem is I don't know how to live in the wild. But I think if I lived in a place that had moose that came around a lot and would like interact with you in the neighborhoods, I think that I could be chill, like I'm chill with the squirrels, where like I could come up and I could give it like a yo, what up? And he would come back every day and be cool with me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. And it's like, it is genuinely my toxic trait that I could be chill with almost every animal. House cats are like my one exception. I don't get house cats. In some birds, because birds are psychos. But you can see it in a bird if the bird's not gonna get along with you. Birds don't really trick you often. Birds are very open about whether or not they hate you. No one can tame a hippo because they're freaks in a while. But isn't there like the ones in the zoos that everybody like are in love with? The little baby hippos? In the wild, they are deadly as hell. No, like I could be chill. That's what I'm saying. Like I could get along with it. Like, I don't think that I would get along with it if I just showed up into its environment and went like, love me. You know, that's not how, I don't think that that's realistic. No, that's not me. I don't think that I'm fucking Chris Pratt. I could vibe down with a bear and tame it. Scootish, that's my toxic trait that I'm talking about. I think there's very few animals that I could not do that with. Do you think you could tame a velociraptor? Yeah. What about a dog? When I was 15, I worked at an animal shelter, and there was a number of dogs that had been previously abused, and they were like very visibly aggressive. But I could tell that they were just misunderstood, like most dogs are. And at one point, I just went in the cage, and they told me that I was gonna get bit and I was gonna get hurt. And I just went in the cage and I sat down, and they just curled up in the corner, and I sat there for like 4 hours, 5 hours. And then eventually they started getting curious. You just have like treats in your hands. And it took me multiple days, countless hours, but I got those dogs adopted. Rusty, you a Disney princess? I really think that I am.
Did you get those treats from the park?
I don't get the treats from the park. I give them to the squirrels at the park. Feed the squirrels the ducks. I actually could. There are some geese that hang around there, but the geese are, I don't have proper treats to interact with the geese. I had one walking up to me yesterday while I was at a stoplight, and I was definitely vibing with it. It was not, like, I took a step towards it, and usually you get the vibe of an animal when you engage with it, right? It can engage with you all you want, but when you engage with it is like when you get the vibe. And I took a step forward, and then I realized I had nothing to offer, and so I kind of backed off, but it didn't seem intimidated by me. Have you seen the picture of the albino squirrel rubbing its nipples? No, don't think I have. Most animals, sure. Some reptiles can be a little sus, though. Here's the thing with reptiles. Reptiles are strictly on a survival thing. So if you scare it, it will attack. If it's hungry, it will attack. That's why most alligators and crocodiles in captivity are super chill with their handlers, because they are well fed and they are not intimidated by their handlers. But then they get intimidated around a lot of new people, or if you scare them suddenly. But most reptiles are like ultra chill. Most reptiles are insanely chill. Most. Just naturally. Most animals are docile, but people struggle with body language, which is why I could get along with a moose or a rhino or a hippo. You understanding me? You're defending me, Paige. I forget, do you have bearded dragons? We did. He died, and now he lives forever on my arm in a sick tattoo. I'm supposed to believe you just know what a moose's body language is. That's what I'm saying, is that I can, like, that's my toxic trait, I think. Like, that's like the extent of it, is that I think I can read animals' body languages really well. That's my toxic trait. And I know that it's toxic. I know that it's probably not real. You said you can't get along with a fucking house cat. That's the most base shit of all time. We all know that house cats are fucking unpredictable, man. They play games with you. House cats are not a normal fucking animal. They don't wear their emotions on their fucking sleeves, man. They do shit for fun. As someone who works at a zoo, I am thoroughly amused by your claim. Okay, but Rini, listen, you know that I have the chops to back it up, right? I did a year of animal school. I live with somebody who works in exotic veterinary medicine, who has worked with all of the exotic birds from Disney World, who has just went and helped lead a class on exotic surgeries. Like, I work with somebody that has helped me start a rescue. Like, and she agrees that I have this trait. Now, she's not going to agree as hard as I am, because I'm delusional. I know that I'm delusional, but I think I have a lot of intuition. Cats are a different animal. They're petty teenagers with no remorse. Exactly. Like, I can get along with most cats, but they're the ones that I get wrong. They're the ones that I just don't naturally get. I'm not saying that, like, cats and I clash. Like, one in the chat, if your cat will come up to you and say, I want pets, and then you go to pet it for 30 seconds, and then it goes, I don't want pets anymore. Here's my teeth on your fucking fist. Here's all of my violence immediately. I would not be able to recognize that change in emotion. But I feel like somebody more trained in cat body language would be able to, all right, they want 22 seconds of belly pets, and then they want nothing else. Okay, but giant tortoises are like this too? As a tortoise owner, nah, I got this. Trust me. I was taking my tortoise out for a walk over the weekend. Next time that I have a cute video with a squirrel, do I have permission to @, everybody in Discord? Because nobody fucking paid attention to my video. I did not see the squirrel. I posted this video in Discord. Everybody just talked around me. Like, they were talking about their favorite acronyms and like furry porn, and I posted it, and then they talked around me, and then people started liking the video. This I was taking Bruce for a walk. I was taking out my turtle for a walk, and I found a squirrel who was really thirsty. He drank, like, my water bottle has like a little indent in the lid. So I fill it up with water and I feed the squirrels, and he drank like 8 bowls.
What a sweetheart you are. Did you snip my finger?
And then he snipped my finger. You posting the squirrel videos like somebody coming to chat and asking about something random? No, it is not. I'm the owner of the Discord, and I post the cutest video of all time. Way fucking difference.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the